Guys, I just want to tell you thank you for coming to celebrate with us. We've spent a lot of time the last couple weeks learning all about DARE, about communication and stress. We've really had a lot of fun, and I want to thank you guys for allowing me to spend some time with your kids. I do want to introduce our staff here in attendance. They've all come in. We also have Miss Tennessee. And then Officer Jay Rudinsky here in the front. Officer Cole Glass. Lieutenant Gary Carter. Some of you guys that have been here a little while at Overall Creek might know Officer Chris Williams. Then we have Major Clyde Atkinson. Sergeant Newberg here in the back. Officer Bill Dry. Officer Stan Meeks. And then Sergeant Dino Johnson. Then we also have our Captain Alan Smith back here in the back. And if I could, guys that are here to help me with the pledge, if you guys could come up here with me. Start us off there, No. If everybody would stand.
Oh, say.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, guys. All right. For those of you that don't know, DARE is a drug abuse resistance education. It started in 1983 by former police chief Daryl Gates of the Los Angeles Police Department. Murfreesboro Police Department began teaching DARE in the city schools in 1992 and continues to teach in all 12 city schools and 2 private schools, MTCS and St. Rose. DARE is currently taught in approximately 80% of United States school districts in 54 countries around the world. DARE is a cooperative effort between law enforcement and the school system. Uniformed officers teach a 10-week course of study to show the students how they can live productive and drug and violence-free lives. Topics include decision-making skills, risk and consequence, dealing with stress, bullying, being a part of the community, the health effects of drug use, responding to peer pressure, communication skills, and empathy. As you can see, DARE is a life skills class. It's not a drug identification program. At no point do we bring drugs into the classroom to show students. With our graduation today, these students are joining over 37 million DARE students who have benefited from DARE. And with that, if I could ask Mr. Barch to come up for just a moment.
Okay. right, good morning, everybody, and welcome to the DARE graduation. Fifth graders, I'm very proud of what you've done this year and the example that you're going to set, whether you're here with us next year or at your middle schools of choice or wherever you're supposed to go. I'm very excited about the DARE program. We got a great partnership with the Murfreesboro Police Department, and it's just been fantastic for all the years that I've been an administrator, and appreciate Officer Vaughn and all the other Murfreesboro Police Department folks that have helped us out. It's kind of been a little bit of hodgepodge at Overall Creek here, trying to figure it all out, and Officer Meeks was here at the beginning of the year, and so we just appreciate all your hard work and what you guys have been doing, and thank you folks for what you do to help these young people and these families for their future. Just remember, boys and girls, I don't want to speak too long because we want to get to watching you guys graduate and you get your certificates and all those fantastic awards and the essays. That's my favorite part, is hearing you guys are listening to what you have written about their program and how you're going to do and what you're going to take from this program and apply it to your lives. The biggest thing that I've gotten over the years or learned myself from the DARE program is it's not just about drugs or alcohol, and everybody thinks that that's just what it's about, especially most of the public and the parents. You guys know that that's not what it's all just about. It's about making good choices, and making good choices, unfortunately, making bad choices can affect you for the rest of your life, and I want you guys to remember that. Now, I'm not saying that we're going to be perfect, because I'm not. No one in this building is perfect, but I hope from this program and from the teachers at this school and from me, I hope I'm setting an example for you as well, that we make choices, and when we make those bad choices, they're not too bad of bad choices. Does that make sense? But there are some that we make that can change our lives, and that's what I think the DARE program helps us. I keep bumping that, I'm sorry. The DARE program helps us to understand, to make those choices and do the best that we can. One other thing I want you to learn, I'm going to be done after I talk about this. As you grow up, starting now, choose your friends wisely. Choose your friends wisely. My father-in-law is a wise man, 72 years old. Yeah, I said my father-in-law. My dad's a wise man too, but my father-in-law is the one who said this. He said, let your yeses match up and your nos match up. Okay, so think about that for a minute. This is for everybody. For me too. When you choose your friends, your yeses have to match up and your nos have to match up. In other words, your friend might be okay with when they're 18, 19, 20, 21 years old smoking a cigarette. They might be okay with that, and you're not. Those don't match up. That can be an issue. I'm using cigarettes as a little analogy, or alcohol. Someone who wants to get drunk all the time, and you don't, those don't match up. Those are not good friends. Okay, so that's what I'm talking about. Let your yeses match up and your nos match up, and it'll keep you out of trouble. It's when you have those folks that they don't, and then it causes trouble. And then that's, when you talk about that peer pressure stuff, that's exactly what I'm talking about. So find those friends, and then along with those friends and those family members, you guys don't have to have a whole bunch of friends. You're really honestly going to have one or two, maybe three good friends in your whole life, and they're going to change. They're going to change through life. They're going to be different than they are now. But choose wisely. But guys, you don't have to have 15 great friends. I got a lot of good friends. I got one or two outstanding friends, and I'm good with that. So be okay with that. Just because you're not getting enough likes on your Instagram doesn't mean you're a bad person or followers. I get yelled at all the time by my children because people follow me on Instagram, but I don't follow them back. I guess that's not what I'm supposed to do. But I don't, because I don't really want to see their stuff. It's okay. So be confident. Let your yeses match up and your nos match up. Take it away, Mr. Vaughn.
right, with that, guys, we'll go ahead and start with Miss Tripp's class, and we will give out our certificates.
Yeah, so should I give it to you? Okay. Which one should I use? Okay. First of all, I want to thank my parents for coming. I see lots of familiar faces out there. Thank you. When I call your name, please come forward and accept your certificate. Zamaya Allen. Alyssa Barber. Christina Bessick. Joe Espy. Fatima Flores. Cy Fowler. Jordan Hale. Savannah Hall. Allie Lawrence. Bryce Lindsay. Hayden Mott. Sarai Nolan. Shelby Omer. Raya Prather. Allie Reynolds. Warren Phillips. Matthew Rodriguez. Harper Rogers. Jesse Rouse. And Keaton Short. Thank you.
In Miss Myers' class. And if you would, guys, please hold your applause till the whole class has received their certificate.
Good morning. Thank you for coming out. Anna Celadonio. Quincy Dismore. Piper Fowler. Natalia Gaines. Haley Hughes. Hayden Jenkins. Gage Jones. Luca LeBlanc, Brock Lindsay, Malachi Long, Alex Marin, Zaria Marshall, Ella Owen, Kaylee Rincon, Kayla Russell, Jessica Shuck, Cooper Ward, Kira White, Isabel Winters, and Roxton Worsley.
We could have Miss Dowell's class.
Just get started. Okay, Isaac Atwood. Oh, there's two. Isaac Atwood. Nicholas Bustos. Alejandro Castro. Juan Cisneros. Mitchell Cunningham. Skylar Grove. Branson Huffmeyer. Michael Jones. Reagan Jones. Raymond Lowry. Abigail McDowell. Cadence Moss. Gia Patel. Amelia Penny. Jamari Sparks. Gabby Thomas. Paula Vargas. Austin Ward. And Aria Wiswell.
Next, we'll have Mrs. Pace's class.
Good morning. David Bradford.
Merrick Bragg, Merrick Brazier, Cohen Brewer, Davion Brown, Charlie Clark, Liam Clark, Sarah Kate Tesoro, Noah Duranick, Will Foster, Jesse Garcia, Hunter Holt, Braylon Lay, Anaya Yanes, Imani Moro, Isabella Pinkston, Caitlin Simpkins, Madison Soltis, Lawson Wheeler.
Miss Paul's class.
Jaden Burris, Sophia Compton, Isabel Davis, Isabella Dismute, Garrison Edie, Jamal Hamden, Emma Hargrove, Tanner Hatchell, Jordan Leake, Luke Maurer, Tanner McCall, Zion Mitchell, Corvin Nolan, Addison Nunley, Gage Parker, Rebecca Price, Kelsey Santana, Carter Sossman, Lydia Tanzamai, Jaden Torres, Anthony Turner. Thank you.
Miss Hatchell.
Owen Abbott. Wanya Nabananian. Batan Alqiyami. Bailey Amex. Jonah Brown. James Bush. Alec Dawes. Madison Hewlett. Dane Jones. Paul Langford. Samantha Loomis. Houston McFarland. Lily Meinhardt. Rylan Miller. Susie Monhay. Addison Odell. Jaden Poe. Gabby Snyder. Micah Tooley. Carson Wheeler. Micah White. Blake Wilkes.
And then last is Miss Crowley's class.
Ella Benton. Riley Caswell. Peter Celadonio. Jacob Corrigan. Daniel DeHart. Drew Denton. Andrew Gilbert. Neil Ginsberg. Gabby Gomez. Ethan Kohler. Evan Law. Isabel Litvack. Deanna Ogleton. Kennedy Peralta. Taylor Sawatsky. Amar Schwechten. Michaela Smith.
Jamison Spann, Alexa Sparkman, Katie Stevens, Kylie Washington, Tyler Wisdom.
During the time that we've had DARE class, we've learned about a lot of things, and towards the end of our time together, I had each class vote on who was most likely to be able to live the DARE values that we learned about out in their lives. And at this time, I want to recognize those guys and girls that were voted by their classmates to be most likely to do that. So starting with Miss Meyer's class, we have Alex Marion and Jesse Sharp. If you guys can come up here for just a second, please. From Ms. Tripp's class, we have Cy Fowler and Savannah Hall. From Ms. Dowell's class, we have Isaac Atwood and Ariana Wiswell. From Ms. Pace's class, we have Caleb Honeycutt and Rebecca Hogue. I believe Caleb is not here. Will you come and get that for him? Neither? I'm sorry, neither are here today. So if you'll come get those. For Ms. Paul's class, we have Jaden Torres and Isabel Davis. For Ms. Crowley's class, Andrew Gilbert and Gabby Gomez. And then from Ms. Hatchell's class, we have Carson Wheeler and Lily Meinhardt. Towards the end of our class time, I asked each student to write an essay based on the things that we've learned in class. The essay requirements, possible topics could include how they felt about the DARE program, what they had learned in DARE, why they think it is important to be drug-free, make better decisions, and be able to deal better with peer pressure. These essays were read by DARE officers, and the top 3 are chosen from each class. You will hear the first place essay from each class today as the winning student reads their essay. There is another award, which is the DARE boy and girl. So for Miss Myers' class, for our essay winners, we have third place, Kiara White. Second is Nadia Gaines. Everybody ready? First place for Miss Myers' class is Piper Fowler.
Dare has taught me so much. Dare has taught me so much. Dare has taught me so much. It has taught me in so many fun ways. You may think that Dare will not be fun. It is so much more fun than you think. Dare has taught me what drugs and alcohol do to your body, what to do when you are stressed, how to make an excuse to doing something bad, and you may be able to even help someone with suicidal thoughts. Something I've learned is what drugs do to your body, like tobacco and alcohol. Things tobacco harms in your body is your mouth, throat, kidney, heart, brain, and your brain. Alcohol harms your liver, heart, and brain. 3 ways this will help me throughout my life is to always know not to smoke and not to drink alcohol. Another way it will help me is even if I choose to drink a little, it will still do a lot of damage. Now I know what I can drink and what I cannot drink. Something else I've learned is how to take stress away and how to control my stress. That also helps police when someone is lying, then they will know. This will help me because I want to become a police officer, so I will know when someone is lying to me. Another way this will help now is to know if someone is stressed. Then I can help. Also, if I am stressed, I will know what to do and how to calm myself down. Stress affects your body in so many ways, whether it is sad, mad, crying, or yelling, it affects you if you do not get rid of it fast. I get rid of my stress by crying or using something to squeeze like a stress ball or something like that. Something that will help me a lot in my life is how to make an excuse and how to nicely say no to doing something bad. Like if someone is telling you to do something you don't want to do. We got taught exactly what to say. Also, if I say no to a party, but I know who is going and the alcohol is there, I got taught to report underage drinking. I was also known an excuse if they want me to go. I would just say that I have wrestling practice or something like that. Dare really helped me out because one of my friends was having suicidal thoughts. One of my friends' friends was having suicidal thoughts. We took care of it. She is in a lot better mind state now. So if you ever are having any bad thoughts, tell an adult before it gets worse. I have also learned how bad drugs and alcohol are for your body. In conclusion, Dare has really helped me, my friends, and family. Now I know what to do and what not to do. I also know how to calm myself down. Dare is so fun. Everyone who is going into 5th grade next year and the next year should really be looking forward to it.
Thank you. All right, so for Miss Tripp's class, we have third place, Warren Phillip. Second place is Hayden Mott. And first place is Zamaya Allen.
Have her hold it. Yeah, or they can hold their speech and we can just sit with them, step back, and put it right in front of their face. It's fine. Yeah, let's let her hold it. Put it.
Officer Vaughn is a super nice DARE officer and he visits our class often. We have done several activities with him. My favorite activity was when we got with a partner and you had to talk but they did not listen. That lesson was about peer pressure and how when you're talking to somebody and they don't listen, it is really annoying. We also had an activity where Officer Vaughn put up 3 cards around the room. Never, almost, always, and always. The way it worked was he would ask questions and then we would have to go to a card and he would ask us why we chose that card. I like whenever we have a specific problem and we have to define the problem, assess the choices, respond and make a choice and evaluate and review the decisions you made. And before we got to watch a video about the problem and throughout the class we would solve it and at the end we would show it would show them happy and tell us what we were going to do next class. Then Officer Vaughn would split up the problems and solutions between tables, and then we talked with our table, and he would call on us to answer. I learned that it is illegal to sell tobacco or any type of drug to anyone under the age of 18. I also learned that people get slow reflexes and lung cancer from smoking. Officer Vaughn also said that when someone forces you to do something you don't want to do, it is called peer pressure. And he also said even if it is one of your best friends forcing you to do something, you don't do it. Also, Officer Vaughn said that if you see someone doing wrong, don't join in or say, hey, I'm going to tell on you. Because if you do that, they will probably do something bad to keep your mouth shut, but say no. Instead, you should run away and still telling the person. I have used the DARE decision-making model at school. I was an ESP and someone began to call people names and he was really disrespectful to the teachers. I decided to ignore him and not respond or join because that is the right thing to do. Finally, I overall liked DARE and Officer Vaughn told me some things I never heard of or knew before. He was also very helpful because he compared cartoon characters to human situations and I thought that was cool. And we got to ask him questions and he answered every single one.
For Ms. Dowell's class, our third place essay winner is Austin Ward. Our second place is Nicholas Bustos. And first place winner is going to be Gabby Thomas.
The past few weeks have been awesome. Why? Because DARE. It helps you with a lot of things like making the right choice. DARE actually helps by teaching you how to define, assess, respond, and last but not least, evaluate. By DARE, I have learned to describe the problem, challenge, or opportunity. And I have learned to make choices, then make a choice. Next, use the facts I have gathered. Also, I learned how to review my choice and to ask myself, did you make a good choice?
I use the decision-making model for many things like thinking before I do, thinking before I say, and avoiding drugs and cigarettes, asking for help, and dealing with stress. How I plan to use what I have learned to make safe and responsible choices so I don't have any contact with drugs and staying with the right crowd, avoiding any contact with cigarettes, and it can come in handy with middle school, high school, and college. Thank you so much, DARE. You've really helped me with making the right choices in the DARE decision-making model.
Gabby. All right, for Miss Pace's class, our third place is Braylon Lay. Our second place is going to be Caleb Honeycutt, and he is not here today. And our first place is going to be Davion Brown.
DARE is a program that keeps you from doing bad things. Example, bullying, drugs, alcohol, and etc. DARE stands for Drugs Abuse Resistance Education. DARE helps you learn not to do these bad things. First is bullying. When people bully you, they are probably also getting bullied by other people. Next is drugs and alcohol. Drugs and alcohol are bad for your lungs. They are also bad for your health. Drugs can give you yellow teeth and bad breath. Something that I learned in DARE is responsibility. It is when you are reliable and dependable. People can count on you, and you can count on others to follow through with a job or task. I also learned about DARE decision-making model. The DARE decision-making model stands for Define, Assess, Respond, and Evaluate. Something else that I learned is risk. Risk means to take a chance. You can put yourself in danger when you take a risk. I have also learned about consequences. That means something happens because of something you choose to do or not to do. They can be positive or negative consequences. I learned about pressure and peer pressure. Pressure is when a force or influence acts on you to do something. Peer pressure is when people about your age try to get you to do something. I have also learned about stress. Stress is when any strain, pressure, or excitement felt about situation or an event. An example is when you get stressed on a test. We have also learned about communication. It is when people express their thoughts or feelings with each other. Communicating is basically talking with another person. Next is confident. It means acting in a way that communicates your opinion while still respecting others. It can mean that you're proud of something you have accomplished. We also have the 5 W's. There are who, what, when, where, why. During the DARE process, you would use who as in who was getting bullied. For what, you would simply say, well, this person doing in this case being mean respectively. That is bullying, by the way, when someone repeats a mean action over and over. But to the 5 W's, when it's happening for this, let's say during recess. Lastly, why do you know why the bully was doing it, or it is unknown? During DARE, I've learned some stuff that will go through my life so long. First, going to be a teen these days, there is a good amount of pressure and peer pressure on taking risks. People asking about you to do something not right. When drugs leave you with life-threatening side effects, and you and the other 7,500 people will regret it. Alcohol can be very dangerous when not put in the right hands. Again, DARE is one of the best experiences I will ever have. Thank you, Officer Vaughn, for the best DARE experience ever.
With Ms. Paul's class, our third place essay winner is Isabella Davis. Our second place winner is Isabella Dismute. And our first place essay winner is Lydia Thanzame.
Did you know that in 2009, about 23.5 million people were addicted to drugs and needed professional help to stop it? The results of these acts and percentage rates of drug users have led to many businesses to start a drug-resistant program. For example, the DARE program. DARE stands for Drug Abuse Resistance Education and Preventing the Use of Controlled Drugs. The DARE program was established in Los Angeles in 1983 by Daryl Gates. There has been said that 36 million children and 26 million adults participate in this program. DARE taught me a lot of things. It helps and educates what a drug could do to one drug user. Knowing how many people die from using drugs, it will surely help kids avoid it. It also teaches you how to make better and safer decisions. For example, the DARE decision-making model. The DARE decision-making model helps you with a problem. The DARE decision-making model is also very helpful as well. It helps you look closer into your actions and prevents the negativity you might have in one action. First, if I have a problem, define. Next, assess. What are your decisions? Respond. Make a choice. Evaluate. Was that the best choice? Those are the steps while using the DARE decision-making model. The DARE decision-making model helps someone solve a problem. They use the following steps in the DARE decision-making model. I myself even use it. This is how I plan on what I have learned in DARE to make safe and responsible choices. I would use my knowledge and what I have learned in DARE. For example, if my friend wanted to explore the woods with no supervision of any adult, I would say no. You never know what could happen. If someone got injured, there would be no adult to help. That is how DARE has helped and educated me. I believe DARE is a great program. I am glad many children and adults participate in programs just like DARE. Not only does DARE talk about how to resist drugs, but also everyday life problems, like keeping yourself safe and avoiding danger. All that stuff was what I learned in DARE.
For Miss Crowley's class, our third place essay winner is Andrew Gilbert. Second place is Kennedy Peralta. And first place is Ethan Kohler.
Hello.
Let's talk right into it, okay?
I'm writing about DARE, a program you do in grades 3 through 5. you learn about bullying, risk, drugs, and stress. I learned to be responsible and helpful to others. When stressed, take 5 seconds and say positive things, and think before you speak. The 5 W's of safety: who, what, when, where, why. What is DARE? DARE is a program that helps you learn the rights and wrongs. DARE is grades. Through that time, you learn a lot, like not to bully or smoke. You learn the same thing, but taught in a different way. Why? But why? Well, to make sure you don't get addicted to smoking or drugs. Maybe that's not the case. You may be bullied, then tell an adult. What I've learned in DARE is to be respectful to others and helpful too. If you have only one friend, even if they're your best friend, don't let them try to pull you into things. Maybe they want you to smoke with them or drink. Maybe not. Maybe you see a popular girl or boy, but you have a day with just your mom, and you have a decision to leave your mom or stay. What would you choose? Well, you should choose to stay with your mom. You don't know if they will do something bad. This is how I apply DARE. When I'm older, I will not let my friends suck me into things. I will not smoke. I will not yell at people or bully. How I've applied DARE. I haven't bullied or gotten bullied. I tried my best in all things to help others. I'm a good friend. I'm always trying to put myself in other people's shoes. Everything I've said is to tell you a little about DARE. I hope you enjoyed DARE. Also, I have really liked the things I've learned in DARE. It was a great experience, and it was so fun. If you get to experience it, I hope you like it as much as I did.
And for Ms. Hatchell's class, our third place essay winner is Michael White. Our second place is Jaden Poe.
Yes, sir.
And then our first place is Robert McFarland.
What is DARE, you ask? DARE is a special class where an officer comes into our classroom and talks to us about what is safe and what is not safe. In other words, we learn all together as a class what to do when someone is trying to get us to smoke, drink, and do drugs. Hazard 1, drugs. I bet you have heard of this drug. It's called tobacco. This drug ruined my uncle's life and almost ruined my father's life too. Did you know that this drug will literally turn your lungs black? You heard me right. It will get into your lungs. It will get into your lungs and turn them black. And that's not even the worst of it. The worst part is that over half of the population of America smokes it, including my uncle. One more thing, 500,000 people die a year firsthand, and 50,000 people die secondhand. One more thing, you cannot smoke until you're 18, but don't smoke anyways. Alcohol. Don't you know those people who walk all funny like on the side of the street, swaying side to side and saying random words and whatnot? That is what you call a drunk person. And you can only get drunk whenever you drink too much alcohol. One popular alcoholic drink is Bud Light. If you have never heard of this drink, you've never watched football. The reason why I say this is because this beverage is on television all the time. Even my Uncle Curtis drinks it. But you can only drink at ages 21 and up. DARE decisions. In DARE, to help us make good decisions, we use DARE decision making model, and I bet you don't know that DARE stood for D as define, A as assess, R as respond, E as evaluate. Describe the problem, challenge, or opportunity. Assess, review. Assess stands for what are your choices. Respond stands for make a choice. Use facts and information that you have gathered. Evaluate, review your choices. Did you make a good choice? Maybe if my dad used this process, he would not have gone to jail. So use this process. If you are sure to follow all of my instructions, your life will be long and prosperous. One last thing, if you want to watch it yourself, look up Michael, Josh, and Sophia Darrell. And anyways, don't drink, smoke, but make good decisions.
I'd like to ask Quan Clendening to come up and say a few words.
Hey, how y'all doing out there? Let's smile a little bit. Let's loosen up some. I'm really excited to be here to see y'all today. My name is Quan Clendening. I'm a Nashville native, but I'm mostly known around Nashville as Quanny Cash. I'm an entertainer, a filmmaker, and I was a part of DARE when I was just you guys' age. What a lot of people don't know about me is the importance of education. I'm one of the biggest selling hip-hop artists in Tennessee, but education and making the right choices is what took me to where I needed to go. I came to a point in my life where when I was probably you guys' age, I was influenced. And I was influenced at the time by the wrong things. And I understand that DARE talks a lot about choices. Well, I made a wrong choice. And I want you guys to listen to what I'm gonna tell you about the mistakes that I made to keep you from making them. And I made a choice to follow the guys that I thought were cool. I made a choice to be influenced by the situation that both of my parents were addicted to drugs, and I was very poor. Well, these choices led me down a path of life that cost me. This path of life led me to be incarcerated. Now, who in here wants to go to jail? No one. Let me hear you say no one. So I want to tell you the importance of doing the right thing. Well, later on, I made a better choice. I decided to do the right thing. And now I'm probably known as probably the only rapper with 2 college degrees. I have a master's degree in business administration. I have a bachelor's degree in business administration as well. So, thank you. So my story is not to influence you, it's to let you know that no matter what's going on, because sometimes we all deal with issues at home that we're not excited to tell anyone about, but I want you to know that anything is possible if you make the right decisions. Do y'all understand me? Well, say that way. Let me loosen y'all up some. That way, we going up. That way, we're going up. Well, so education is so important, and Miss Rowland was my teacher. She's the reason why I'm here. She was my teacher, and great lady. She has a lot to do with me making right choices. So try to pay attention if you can to the adults, because they know, they've been through life, and a lot of times, like I was in Dare, I just thought it was a cool t-shirt. Like I still think it's a cool t-shirt. I got on a great t-shirt. But I just want you guys to know anything is possible. I went on in life to sell a lot of records, to write and direct movies, and just know that you can do it. And the fact that you guys are right here today in this school building lets me know that y'all are doing the right thing. So don't clap for me, clap for yourselves, all right? Thank you.
If you would, look on the back of your program. You'll see a list of our sponsors with whom our program would not be as successful. I'd like to take a moment to thank them. Murfreesboro Channel 3 will be rebroadcasting the graduation, and the schedules will be coming home soon. One of those sponsors is Skate Center West, which will provide a free skate night for our DARE graduates. The skate night will be held on Monday, May 21st from 5 to 7:30, and more information will be coming home for you parents. I would like to point out that Miss Tennessee was a DARE graduate and a, if I'm not mistaken, a national DARE essay contestant. And I would like to thank Mr. Barch and Mr. Clendenning. If you guys could step up here for just a second. I'm done. I'm wrapping up. Okay. All right. Thank you all for coming today and showing your support for these students. Continued efforts to make good decisions and being drug-free.